Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Game of Life training live at 5 for your drive. Today, my name is Aaron David Spiegel with Game of Life training for the Game of Life. Today, we're going to talk about having many lives and many bodies. And not just like in an esoteric sense, but in an actual practical sense. And what I mean by that is, say, I don't know, if depending on how old you are or whatever, it could be 6 months ago was a different life for, somebody, especially the younger that you are. Because when you're going and you're growing and you're like 2 years old, so much happens from 2 years old to like 2.5 years old. And then so much happens from like 2.5 years old to 3 years old. And you get the double digits, and then you're like a teenager, and then you're like 18 on your own, then you're like 21, and your life just goes. And you go through experiences as yourself during that time. But it's kind of unconscious, I would say, for most. You don't realize that you're actually doing these things and living these lives. You're just caught up in the experience, because you can't really realize that until you kind of view yourself from the outside. If like, kind of separate yourself from this, your body that you're in right here, right now, and kind of like ascend a little bit and look down from like 100 feet above and see you living that being, that experience. Or just become cognizant and look at what's going on in your life, because this is a lifetime or a chapter in your life. It's an experience, part of your total experience here, and that could arguably be the the eternity that we're living, or part of it for sure, right? I mean, because we are eternal beings, that life force inside of us, that consciousness of being, is our eternal being. This is a body that we wear. We're wearing a body. We are a spirit inside of a body, having a human experience. And the human experience is not very unique for each individual human. We'll all go through the crap, okay? We all, have to be born, and then we have to learn to navigate, and we have to learn to walk, and then we have to, learn that this is okay, or that's okay, or that's not okay, or that's not okay. And how, by haphazardly just going through, it's like you're thrown into this, try to figure it out. And, if you're fortunate, you've had some good guidance in your life, like as parents or mentors or coaches or teachers, and we all have had somebody in our life that has actually shown us something that is of great value. So we're fortunate in that way, but the thing is, you're going to have to go through hell before you get to heaven. Guaranteed. Mostly anybody I know has gone through hell or is living in hell. So that's, let's go back to the many bodies, though, or many lifetimes, because we truly do have these different chapters of our life that that we grow from, we get experiences out of. And you can navigate, you can look back on those chapters, you can revisit those chapters, truly, if you want to. Or you can start here right now. They say the present moment, right? The present is because what we do right here, right now, is what's going to determine what we come to experience, right? So, out of all the lifetimes that you've lived, what was the most pertinent for you? What did you really appreciate, and what did you appreciate about it? And also, like I said, we can revisit these, or we can redirect our current situation to be more like that lifetime, or certain aspects of that lifetime, or that body. Okay. Because when you're born, you're a little baby, you got this little mushy body, right? You can bounce if you're a baby. If you fall off the couch, you're fine, whatever. If you're 90 years old and you fall off the couch, whoa. You know what I mean? There's a difference there. That's a different body. And so it's really true that we go through different bodies, but the great thing is it's the same body, right? It is the same body, but it's your body and it's your responsibility. So if you don't take care of your body, it's not going to function properly for you. So if you'd like for it to function properly, then you start where you are, right here, right now. You step up. You say, today I'm going to have that body that I had when I was, I don't know, 16. Today I'm going to get that body back that I had 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever the case might be. Or the body that I never had. You can do that too. You must first decide that that's what you want to do, or you can let that old lifetime go. You must die to the person that you were yesterday to become the new person that you want to become. You have to embody those characteristics and those traits of what that new person looks like. You have to like step into that position, whatever that might be. If you want to get in better shape, then you start here in your mind. Imagine that you're in better shape. What does that sound like? What does that mean? Okay. If you want to be in a better position in life, like you're just tired of it, you've been doing crap, working for somebody, slaving away, and you don't want that. I mean, I don't know how anybody could want it, truly. I don't know. I think that the only way to go in this world is to create a business for your own self. Do something you want to do and get paid. That's the only way to go, because if you're under somebody's thumb, anybody's thumb, to then you're like, you have to puppet. You have to. And I think it's selling your soul, or I think it's like prostitution, honestly, when you're working for uh uh um any corporation and it's not what you want to do, or you're unhappy with those terms. That's you're selling a part of yourself, and that is disease, and that's disease. So, start your own business. Today, you could literally say, okay, this is my new life. Here's what I want for my new life. Here's what I want. I want to, I want to, I don't know, have a family. Maybe that's what you want. How do you go about that? First, you start seeing yourself with a family, or I want to become a better father, or I want to become a better man, or I want to become a better woman. How does that look? What does that mean? Shed this body, put off the old man, put on the new man. That's what we're doing. We're doing it by way of awareness and our words. We go inside. We have that choice. We have that opportunity. The damnedest thing is, until you realize that you have that choice and that opportunity, you can't do anything about it, because you're just subject. You're going along. You're just floating because you have no idea of the awareness that is within you. You're not aware of your awareness. You're not aware of your thoughts. You're not aware of your words. You're not aware of where you're directing your attention on a regular basis. So how can you be expected to do anything different than you've ever done? How can you? You can't. So that's where I was talking about the other day, forgiveness. You have to forgive somebody because they're an idiot. They don't have that awareness yet. And it may be up to you. I mean, for me, I share with anybody that wants to hear it. I don't force information upon somebody. I'm not going to do that. But if somebody wants to hear it, I'll share, and I'll share for as long as they want. And I feel like it's my responsibility. Not only that, it fulfills me. For me, the most fulfilling thing is to watch somebody else utilize the information, become more self-aware, and create for themselves a life that is better than the one that they were experiencing before they understood the information, before they used the information. So, Sorry, I was checking the time. I've got something to go and do after this, which is just part of this lifetime. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I guess I could wrap it up really. With that, I'll say, choose the lifetime that you want right now, or the chapter, or however you want to look at it. Choose it for yourself. Decide. How do you do that? You decide. That's it. But you got to figure out, what is it that I want? Because damn, I know I'm not happy with what is. This is ridiculous. I can't keep going on like this. And then say, what does it look like for you to become a better version of yourself, or the version of yourself that you would like to be? What's that look like? Meditate on that and start seeing yourself that way. That's going to prompt you. That'll make you, take some action. It will make you take some action, but that's the original action that you have to take. So, it's a practice. That's why I'm here, to remind you each day to take us a minute to stop and think about your own self and your own life, and, meditate for a minute, step back from the world, because the world will suck you in. And it's a virus out there. And if you're not taking and directing your own thoughts and becoming who you decide that you want to be, if you're not doing that, then you're being and becoming more, or whatever somebody else wants you to be. You're letting that happen. But you can't do anything about it until you know, right? So once you know, then what? You write it down. Just write it down. Just write it down. Say, I'm becoming a better person every day. That's so simple, right? Write that on your mirror in dry erase. Write it on your mirror. I'm becoming a better person every day. You can do that. I mean, there's a little bit inside you. You know what a better person is and what that means. So if you say, I'm becoming a better person every day, it could be one little thing, and it could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be spiritually, but it could just be one little thing that's going to happen because you're prompted, because you know what that means and what that means to you. Whatever it is that the life that you're wanting to create, you can do that now. It's a decision away. That's all. You're deciding. And it's not by accident that you're watching this or hearing this right here, right now. It's in perfect timing. It's divine. It's amazing. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's all. That's it. Now you're ready. So write the shit down. Write it down. I'm becoming more. And if you really seriously are serious, write it down on a piece of paper. And then you can look at that every day. But you got to put it, you got to remind yourself. You're not going to remember this tomorrow. I promise. That's what happens. I know. I've seen it. Hundreds of people do this. And the only way that they were able to get past this is because they had a reminder on a daily basis. So you have to remind yourself, or else tomorrow you're going to forget. The inspiration will come, but it'll also go. So you have to do it every day. Zig Ziglar said, motivation is like bathing. It doesn't last. That's why we recommend doing it every day. So if you want to get motivated, stay motivated, you have to remind yourself. You have to, that's where it all starts. And then the actions will be given to you. The situations will be given to you. You just have to get the vision. So decide what you want. Decide what that looks like. Write it down. And practice. That's it. That is the key to mastery of this world. The ending of hell and the going to heaven. Heaven starts when you learn to navigate your words and when you live by the golden rule. When you can do that effectively, you will experience what is heaven on earth, at least in my experience or my opinion. So, with all that being said, get off your butt, do something, make it your best day ever, and we'll see you next time on The Drive at 5 live